representing the Suterbilt blowers. You've probably heard of those. It's probably one of the oldest blower manufacturers in the world. And most truck mounts that I know of use Suterbilts. And they're used for other applications too. But Sean, why don't you tell us some more about what you got to offer here?
Yep,
what's
very
new
good.
for Suterbilt?
Yep, my pleasure, Les. Very good. The Motor Denver brand has been around for a number of years, basically in the early 1900s. The Suterbilt brand is our primary brand of blower that we have. It's our Suterbilt Legend machine, which Judson Vacuum uses predominantly on their machines. This is the baseline model. This machine goes up to 16 inches of vacuum and anywhere, as far as flow-wise, up to 700 to 1,000 CFM in this market. Our next line that we have would be our Tri-Flow series, which we basically took and started from the ground up, if you would. So what we did is we listened to truck mount cleaners around the country, especially you, Les, as well, and we said, all right, what do you guys need? And they said, well, we want a machine that's going to be heavy duty. It's going to take and give us good back, but it's going to be quieter. That's exactly what we did with the Tri-Flow series, and I know you've used a couple of your machines right now, and the customers are happy with them.
Very heavy built units.
Yep, and the main difference is that the machine has a tri-lobe rotor, okay, and it also has a tune port, so it's a very, very low pulse wave, okay. So this machine, it's a little bit more investment up front, but what we see is from the people who use them, they love them because it's a quiet machine. It has true oil sumps as well, so you can put synthetic blower oil or ALMPD blower oil, put that in each sump, and you're good for at least a year. You don't have to worry about viscosity changes either.
How about that?
Yep. And then finally, what we did recently, about a year ago, we've come out with our Heliflow machine that we have currently in testing, and that's this machine
let's
right
take a look at the inside of that. I'm going to turn this real slow. You can see how those rotors are interlocking, but at an angle.
That's correct.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Okay, take a look at the actual pull here.
In fact, if we take a look at this right here is a twisted tri-lobe rotor, okay? So what that's going to do for your end user and your client, okay, they're going to have a much quieter machine out in the driveway. Much lower pulse, low vibration. The machine's going to last a whole lot longer.
Absolutely.
Okay?
This looks like to me a lot smoother way of moving air.
Absolutely. You can see right here in the port, this triangle right here, if you look at that, that has a tune port, okay? What that tune port does, it helps to take and even out the pulsation when this comes around, all right? And you can also notice, if you notice this, gentlemen, this has a connector, so no more taking a pipe wrench. You can take these out and slip your blower out from time to do maintenance.
Nice. That's real nice. Because those couplings always get rusted in there and you can't never get them out.
Absolutely.
Especially if they've been in there for like 20 years. So
that's true.
That's a great idea, having the flange on there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Anything else you want to talk to us about?
Also, I want to point out the shaft on the machine, if you can get that as well.
Here.
You can notice it's a very ample shaft. It's over 1.5 inches as far as the actual circumference of the shaft. So what this is going to do is give you, if you have a belt machine, it'll give you higher overhung load capabilities.
Sure, side load, a lot more.
Absolutely. We also have a roller bearing in this as well, okay? And we also have a set of helical gears as well, and pinned. So it's a premium machine.
Absolutely. Yeah, those helical gears and having it pinned gives so much more reliability.
Yeah, on this machine, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Anything else you got here? How about the Tri-Flow here?
Yep, the Tri-Flow machine. This machine has been out for about 3 years now, and this was our splash into the market for a quieter machine. So basically, you're going to get all the features you are in the Heliflow machine, but without the twisted tri-lobe. So you will still get benefits and lower noise versus a dual lobe machine. Okay, but you'll get a nice large oil sump, right? You can notice here, just like on the Heliflow, and you also get a generous oil sump on the gear end as well. And you notice the machine has very nice sight gauges as well.
Absolutely.
So you can check that at the beginning of the day when you're about to start the machine up. Just make sure there's enough oil in it.
And it's double lubrication, y'all. You don't have to grease like you always forget to grease the blower. You know, we all have done that. And then you lose the bearing. This here's double splash, so you don't have to worry about that.
Also, one thing that's very important to point out, this is a true dual oil splash machine. So it has a very generous oil sump built from the ground up. Okay, so it's not, we're not talking about, a half a pint of oil. we're talking about quite a bit of generous oil capacity on the front end.
That's nice.
Yep.
Shine, anything else before we take off?
No, I appreciate your time very much, and I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you today, Les.
All right, guys. Well, thank you, Shine, and thanks for being with Pro Cleaners Network.
Very good.
All right, guys. To the next booth.